S.A.L.T Ministries video. I am Brother Shelby, and this is our 7-minute sermon. I'm sure we've all heard the saying, age is just a number. Some people will say this quote is wrong, and others might say it's right. Both points of view are correct depending on the context. But for the sake of the point that I want to make in this 7-minute sermon, I'll show you just why age is just a number. Have you ever heard the quote, "You can't teach an old dog new tricks"? It's an expression used to say that a person who is older in age or is used to doing things in a certain way cannot, or in some instances does not want to learn a new way of doing things. That is a complete and utter lie, as well as a trick of Satan. Basically, what that statement is saying to us is that we are unteachable. We are unwilling and unable to learn something new. And typically the root causes of not wanting to learn are arrogance and fear, which are two things that we know are not of Elohim. Not a single one of us on this planet Earth knows everything and is right all the time, no matter how much we think we are. Adonai's Holy Scripture states in Proverbs 15:32, "He that refuseth instruction despiseth his own soul, but he that heareth reproof getteth understanding." In other words, when we refuse to learn, we're only hurting ourselves. When we accept being taught something new, then we become wiser. In the dictionary, the word wise is defined as having or showing experience, knowledge, and good judgment, responding sensibly or shrewdly to a particular situation. We all know that the opposite of being wise is to be foolish, which is defined as having or showing a lack of good sense, judgment, or discretion. Hosea 4:6 says, "My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge. I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me. Seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy Elohim, I will also forget thy children." Why would we purposely not want to learn something that could be beneficial to us? Something that could be a blessing to us from Elohim? The enemy wants to keep us unintelligent. Elohim's holy word states in Proverbs 15:14, "The heart of him that hath understanding seeketh knowledge, but the mouth of fools feedeth on foolishness." Basically meaning that people with any kind of good sense are willing to learn, and unintelligent people are content with stupidity and ignorance. There's rarely a day that goes by in my life that I don't have to check my own heart, that I don't have to check my thoughts, and that I don't have to check my own actions to see if I was doing a good thing, or to see if my judgment was accurate, to see if Adonai was teaching me something that I needed to learn, and to see if I was even teachable and willing to learn. Another famous saying that I've heard is, and I'm paraphrasing, as we get older, we discover rules are made to be broken, that we should be bold enough to live life on our own terms and never ever apologize for it, go against the grain and refuse to conform. This is 150% a worldly perspective. It's totally the opposite of what the Holy Scripture teaches us. As we grow older each year, that doesn't give us a license to be lawless. Personally, I don't want to break any rules. I want to be as obedient as I can to our Abba, Yehovah. As a 52-year-old man, I am supposed to be a mentor and a good, holy example for the men who are younger than me. I'm supposed to be a mentor for them. Titus 2:2-5 states that the aged men be sober, grave, temperate, sound in faith, in charity, and patience. The aged women likewise, that they be in behavior as becometh holiness, not false accusers, not given to much wine, teachers of good things, that they may teach the young women to be sober, to love their husbands, to love their children, to be discreet, chaste, keepers at home, good, obedient to their own husbands, that the word of Yehovah be not blasphemed. Likewise, being older does not give us free rein to sin, to do and say whatever we want regardless of how it affects others. Saying things like, "do as I say and not as I do," are not only wrong, but they're hypocritical as well. For example, take a young couple who are living together and say they happen to be unmarried. Some of us may have the propensity to judge them for shacking up. Well, from a biblical standpoint, we know that they shouldn't be living together and having sexual relations if they are unwed. However, the same could be said about a couple who may be more mature in age. Elohim doesn't give us a free pass on sin because we happen to be senior citizens. How are we going to get older, supposedly gain more knowledge and wisdom, and in turn disobey Adonai even more than when we were younger? Ultimately, all of us are going to be judged by the Most High over our thoughts, ways, and actions. Galatians 5:19 through 21 goes on to say, "Now the works of the flesh are evident: sexual immorality, impurity, sensuality, idolatry, sorcery, enmity, strife, jealousy, fits of anger, rivalries, dissensions, divisions, envy, drunkenness, orgies, and things like these. I warn you, as I warned you before, that those who do such things will not inherit the kingdom of Elohim." We all have a birth date, and with each passing year we grow older. When we were toddlers, we had limited knowledge and behaved a certain way. When we became preteens, we gained some more knowledge and behaved a certain way. When we became teenagers, we learned even more and behaved another type of way. When we became young adults, we had experiences and behaved a certain way. By the time we had become adults, we had experienced knowledge and wisdom and behaved in certain ways. When we are in the body of Messiah, those ways should always reflect holy and godly behavior, no matter what our age is. We are never too old to be blessed, but also keep in mind that we are never too old to be cursed. Just know that when we live our lives for Elohim, we never have to worry about the latter. Shalom, saints.